Good morning everyone. Look what we are going to work on. From this kit, this image with the yellow mushrooms was the most popular for me to start based on your comments. And that is a gorgeous 4 designs. Żar птица, сказки своими руками, create story with your own hands. So this is the kit from Wizardi. I do have unboxing, so you can see there's other gorgeous counted cross stitches up there. But this is on plastic and I started already. And this is first time ever I cross stitch on plastic, and I have to say I having fun. Also, I do have a discount code for you with Wizardi, and the code is under my unboxing video, so hopefully I will remember to add for you. But also all my discount codes under the video in description box. There's a lots of companies up there, so you can save some money. So we will be working on this one, and I just want to show you a little bit what I was working like. So we have a big sheet like this, plastic, and here is one that I already started. You can see I cut this plastic in half, and it's pretty much in here all the instruction inside in here, but because it's a pattern, so I'm not gonna show you. But what I did, I just measure in half and I cut in half. Then I found my center. I measured this canvas in half, then I measured this way. I found my center point, and I was in here, and I started to work on this image. So basically where we're stitching right now, it's I started right in here in the middle, and I created this like I'm going for the green leaves in here. So I already finished my first color, and this is dark green. Let's see how much we will see. Not much. I try to get a better view for you, and I turn my lamp in here. Let's see if I can readjust even more. Not sure. Plus it's a plastic, it's difficult to see. Maybe if I can put like a green paper behind it. Okay, so this is what we did so far. Now I will start with my second color, and I already kind of pre-mark in here for me where I will work. You know what, I will zoom to me. Maybe this way canvas will be more brighter. Okay, so I want to show you how to start on plastic. And by the way, these threads are so short. If I hold on, zoom for a minute, that's all the length of the thread. See, this is folded on half. That's it. Very short. But not to fold one thread on half and make it even more shorter, I pull out 2 threads and one at once, so at least I have like a longer length of the thread. But for this little canvas plastic, it's actually good enough length to get you tangled up. So I want to show you how I start in here, because you can really wave like we do on a regular canvas. And this is actually 14 count canvas plastic. So this is how I do. I will be creating my stitch like I'm missing a one, and on the bottom will be my stitch. So I go from the top with my needle, I pull my tail, and I'm gonna leave a little bit tail, like I'm gonna leave it right now a little bit longer so you can see. Push to the side, and then horizontally next to this one hole I will go under my canvas and come out from the next hole right in here. So we have a thread sticking out tail, and we have our other, you see what we have in here, horizontally, okay, next to each other. I pull out here. Oh, sorry. Let's try again. I pull out too hard. I forgot that I have a thread so short. I used it to get like with the longer thread. So I'm just gonna come out from both sides at the same time and pull my thread together. Okay, so now we're gonna leave that little tail, and I better hold this so I don't escape again. So I'm gonna hold this time. Now I will go from the front because we have our thread on the front. I will go back into the same hole. Okay. I'm trying to find the best position of the camera so you can see, so we will have to kind of stop maybe slowly and okay. We created a loop in here, or a hoop, and the same way you can stitch if you have a 3 threads, and that's how you stitch it. So now we have our tail sticking out here horizontal from we have this hoop. Now we go into this one like on the bottom under the tail. We will coming out from under our canvas. Okay, right in here. You see what's going on? Okay. And I'm just gonna stick right away in my hoop like this. Okay. And pull out. And here is what we will have. Pull it tight and go again into the same hole where our hoop was created. Hoop loop, I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. And now we will pull all the way. So this knot, the little bit created in here, we will pull it on another side. This is what we have for now. Okay, now I'm gonna grab this tail, my thread from the bottom, and I'm gonna pull them together to make sure it's all tight. Now I will go into, hold on so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, now I will come out from here because we will create our crust. And you can cut this thread right now. You can cut a little bit later if you're not comfortable. I would just pull it and cut right now, but if you're afraid you're gonna lose your thread, you can leave it for a little bit and cut later. You just go now back into where your tail sticking out. You go in that hole and you create your crust. Okay, and then you continue with your pattern. Now I have to check my pattern, what I'm doing in here. I kind of using this light marker to mark where I'm stitching, and I forgot to copy. I should copy. For my next designs I will make a photocopy so I can not making a marking on my original paper. Okay, so I will be marking out in here. Just a minute to see where we are. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we secure our first stitch, and now I will just follow my pattern. So my next stitch will be here. Oh, it's still dark. Why? Let me see if I maximum light. Maybe I can, maybe I need a different light. Just a minute, we're gonna switch to the cold light. No, this one worse actually. Okay, let's try. Okay, maybe it's good, I don't know. Okay, so now we're just gonna follow our pattern that I have and create our stitches. So my first stitch always go into from right to left, and then I go back and I will close. Like so. You know, it's not very comfortable for me to show you the stitching because it's a very tiny fabric material, and I don't think you can see good, and it's kind of shaking because in my hands, so I don't know. I hope you will still enjoy. Now we need 2 axes up, but I have to say I do enjoy stitching on plastic, and I cannot wait to actually finish one. And will I create magnet or something else? I don't know. This is supposed to be magnet. There's a felt in it. Well, check my unboxing video and you will see all the kit that, like, what's included in it. There's a magnet and felt to decorate backing. Okay, so here it is for now. We have 2 colors creating. Okay, 1, 2. Now we need 3. So we're going same in here. Line. I just have to make sure I'm not going over. Okay, so I need in here 3 up and 1 to the side. So what I will do 1 more up, go 1 that I need for this side, because I'm trying to make a passage right now to go shorter into my position for my next patch of colors. Will be like right in here somewhere. So I need to find a way how it will work so I don't have two big passages on the other side of the canvas, which I did one, and I think I will be cover that with the threads later, so I'm not going to see it because I didn't really want it to cut my thread too often. It's short already enough. Okay, now I'm go 1 up, and we will have to go to another location. This needle actually work very well with this canvas, and the needle is from the kit. It's like a golden, you can see. Threads feels like a little bit more stiffer than I would do with the Joy Sunday threads, so maybe that's the reason for this canvases. Well, because obviously different brands, so threads is different also. Now what I will do, I need to get in here somewhere, so let me check my pattern and mark it up. Now we need to create 4 another stitches, so 1 lower from this one, so I will go right in here, and we're gonna stitch with this color all the way to the top of this stitch and 1 to the side. So I usually like to go up, go to the side, finish one side, go more up so I can get to my next location. So that's what we are going to do. I need 1. Okay, I will be closing stitches as I go in a full stitch right now because I don't want to go down again. That would be bigger passage later. So right now I will close my stitches in a full cross as I go. Please let me know if this position of the camera actually was comfortable for you to watch or not, because plastic is such a little tiny canvas. If I would put my camera on a table, that way I would show you my cross stitching upside down, and that would probably more difficult for you to recognize how I start my thread, because upside down kinda you can't really see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, now I need the 2, so I go 1 and 1 more to the side. Can I zoom even more to me or not? Let's see if I can stay in this frame. You know, you have to force the thread a little bit, I mean the needle, because in some point where you already have a stitches, it go kind of harder, but it's not bad, not bad. Now the surface in here is really smooth. I like this canvas. Okay, so here's what we have, and now of course, you know what, we can chop this now because we are way far away. We know that our thread will go nowhere, so I'm just going to pull it and snip right to my edge. Okay, and you don't have to worry about the little thing. It will go when I will stitch later next to it. The little tiny sticking out that you see right now, it will go under. Okay, where we are, 1 2 3. Now we have to go into this position in here, and let me get a marker to make a passage for myself in here. One on a corner of this one, I think that's where we're going. One up. Double check, triple check, just make sure you're doing it right. Okay, now we will need 2 of this, 2 in here. Oh, should I go 1 to the top? Okay, I will go 1 to the top. I have in here kinda on my way. I wanna eliminate, I will show you a little bit pattern in here just a minute. Let's see, how can I show you what I have in here. Okay, so I'm working right now where I am right in here, but I have this 4 symbol in here and nothing on the top. So what I will do from here, I will go this 3 half stitch, jump to this point to create this 4 stitches, go back, like make a half stitch, close on the way back, and go back in here, and then close the stitches, 1 more, and then from here I have a smaller passage to go to this side because I have more in here. So this is what I will do, and I will replace my battery. Okay, so let's continue. We will go up 1 2 3. Just make sure you count right, so you don't make a mistake, because it really will be not pleasant surprise to later tear apart if you make a 1 stitch wrong. If it's like in the same family colors, it should be okay to kind of overdo, but not always work that way. Okay, so now from here I have to get into 1 2 3 4 next to this one. Okay, so I will be going here, half stitch here, one more, and I have a, now I will step one up, and one to the side, okay, so see how I'm making my passage, and now I will go close them. I'm so close to my lens that sometimes I think I can poke my lens with the needle, because I want you to see very well what I'm doing here. And I'm not using any magnifier right now. I can see very well. It's a good light. Okay, so now I'm gonna close my last one in here, and you see how close I am to go back in here. So basically will be barely any passage from side to side on the other side. And the passage that I created longer from the darker color, I will show you. It's right in here, because I needed just like a four or three stitches in here, and I didn't want it to cut, reattach. It would be same waste of thread. So I will make this, make sure I will not see that passage in here. I will overstitch and make sure this will be not visible. But other than that, this is how my back look like for now. Alright, let's continue. We are going to close this axis now. How many of you stitch on a canvas, on a plastic canvas? I'm doing it for the first time, but for the past year I watched lots of videos of European cross stitchers, how they work on plastic canvas, so I kind of knew already. Okay, hold on, let me mark on my pattern. So I kind of knew already how to do it. I just wanted to try for myself for the first time. Okay, where are we going now? Hold on. This is the long line, so next to it, so one on a corner, one on a corner. I think that's where we're going. One in the corner and two connect. Okay, I go one in here. It's fun to create on counted cross stitch, because you see how your picture appears slowly. With the printed canvas, it basically, you can't see much till you finish and wash your canvas, because it's everything kind of like a blend in, you know, with the colors of the print. One more down. just remember to count. This corner keeps sticking out because when I work without camera, then I kind of control better so my thread doesn't go, because I swing in my arm in different position. But for now, as we record, I have to kind of stick and stay still a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, 1 over, so it's going to be 1 over, double check, 1 2 3 1 2. Okay, marking again. Yeah, it's always too good to mark. Okay, we are going down, so I need 2. It looks like, you know, threads are flossed really thin, and this is in 2 threads and feels like it's kind of see-through a little bit. But when I put a second layer of color next to each other, it feels like it looks much better than, looks like coverage going to be okay. 2 more next to it. Yeah, I'm really worried if you can see good or not. I wanted to start, I'm gonna show you. I wanted to start originally from this red mushroom because it's my favorite poisonous mushroom, but many of you picked this one because it's a little cute snail up there. So it is cute, beautiful blueberry that we picking in the woods, and those mushrooms are so good in the soup. Oh, delicious. And not just in a soup, just to fry them with butter. Oh, I'm drooling. A little bit butter, a little bit sour cream, and cook them. Oh, what a good meal. I love wild mushrooms, especially to pick them. Okay, next one. I'm chit-chatting, but I really have to pay attention what I'm doing here. Okay, one more down. One, two, okay. Square box, 1 2. Now next to it, one more. And what else nice about this canvas, because you cannot split your thread. Sometimes when we do cross stitch on Aida fabric, we can split the threads a little bit, and this one of course you cannot split because it is plastic. Okay, one more down, and we have to move to next location. Okay, see, this is what is going, those 2 blends for the greens. So now from here I need to go under this green line, under my last stitch. So I'll go right in here, so it's still see little passage, and I will mark to see my next moves. easy, right? I don't think it's complicated. You just need to know how to count, and that's it. Thread's going to be shorter and shorter. So what I'm trying to do in here, I'm trying to finish this thread so I can show you how I finish on plastic. Okay, one more down. And now I'm using my thread like to the end, really trying to not to waste any, because it's already short. Okay, 2 1 1 2 1 1 2. So now 3. I need to create 3 on the same line. Okay. Not sure if it's going to be enough of the thread to finish this episode in here. When your thread getting like this curled up, see, just twist your needle the other way to untangle, so the thread will layer nicer instead of being twisted. Okay, 2, and I need 1 more down. And I have 2 more stitches left in here. Oh, can I squeeze somehow my thread to create 2? Probably not. Oh, look at this. It's just going to be like leftover 1. Okay, I can make a 1 stitch only, but then my last stitch will be when I start new thread. Because my next episode will be like right in here, so I will make it 1 more and then jump to the other side. Okay, so here it is. I don't know, can you see good layering of the threads? Kind of hard to see on a plastic a little bit. Okay, so now I will go on another side, and I will do as I would do on my fabric Ada. I will go under these threads in here like this, okay, and pull them up, just like that, and that's it. This is not gonna go anywhere else. And at this point I will just snap my thread. You can snap a little bit even longer. It doesn't have to be very, very short in here, and that's what I will do. I will leave a little tiny tail. You see that? A little bit tiny tail up there. Just like that. Plus we will put felt later on the top. We will not see here anything. Okay, so here is what I have so far. Now I will be working on it till I finish my greens. Let's see our picture in here again. I will be working on the greens, and I will bring you back to create this juicy berry, blueberry. We will work on a blueberry. So I will pause the video now, and I will see you in a next episode in a few seconds. Here is what I have so far. Now, as you can tell, the full blast of sunshine on my table, and I'm not sure if from this angle particular will be good to record video. I might will have to close blinds totally and try to put artificial light, but I want to show you I did mistake in here. So I want to hand on my heart to tell you honest what I did wrong. Okay, this light color, when I start to stitching in here, I thought, okay, this is supposed to be, well, I did mistake in here too, but I tear apart because I wasn't far away yet. But then I know that this one is supposed to go on a top of this light green, and I'm missing one. It's like, what did I did wrong in here? So I count, and then at the end, what happened, instead of here being a 1 stitch and 1, 2, 3 here, I made 1, 2, and then I count 1, 2, 3. So instead of in here, I have a stitch in here. So this one should be in another side, but that's okay. This is point of the grass, it doesn't bother me, but it is mistaken here, and I want you to know this. So only these 2 stitches kind of need to be stitched on the other side. Now we do have a blend in here, one, but I did not stitch yet. It will be on one of the mushrooms, and I already have a little bit mushrooms in here outlining. Oh, how we gonna see? I don't know. Let's see if I can zoom close. That will do better. Maybe still will be managed. So now I have in here blue thread already, and I promise you to have stitching together a little bit of blueberry. Also, I have already here base for my snail. Hold on. There. This is bottom of the snail. He's going to be right in here on the top. And now I will go for a symbols. Which one's the symbols? Oh, the diamonds. So I want to show you one more thing, the way we start our cross stitch. Daisy, be quiet. Okay. Let's see if I get close. Maybe I will have a less kind of shadow. We will start same way as I start the other, like first time, right? And let me just get a marker to kind of start point for me, so I know where I'm going. And yeah, my computer loud now because I'm loading video. Alright, so I will start same way as I did first time. Okay, so on the top of the light one, on the top of the light one. Okay, so this will be here. I just don't want to make any other mistakes. Okay, so we will start same way. I don't know, can we see it? Let me try to close blinds. Oh, so much better. Okay, so much better. I close blinds, now we can see it. So we will start same way as we did before. So I'm just going to go straight up next to it to create my first stitch. And now I will hold this one, hold them both, and go right back where I just came from. Go to the back. Okay, now we will come out from the bottom. Let me find them, kind of my eyes far away from the, okay, right in here, and I will go straight up through this loop that we just created. I will hold my tail. After stitching this all day, I have to say that my fingers, like a nail part in here, a little bit sore, because in some parts it kind of get tight and you have to force a pull it. So it is like it's kind of fun and everything, but at the same time, sometimes after a while when you stitch long time, it's gonna hurt. Okay, so we are going back right the hole like we did before, because now we pull our knot on another side, and then we toggle together like we did in the first time. Make sure it's sturdy. So now what I want to say, if you don't kind of feel not comfortable that this will be secure enough, just go one more time from the bottom line to the top. So it's kind of like this, only half stitch will be double. Okay, and now just do your regular stitch. At this point I will cut this tail because we don't need that now. Okay, and when I go into this hole, that tail will be go on another side, and now we created nice stitch. All right, so let's get continue. Now I just have to follow pattern, and maybe I will zoom out just a bit so you can see me better. Fun, fun, fun. What a fun. That's my first time ever stitching on a canvas, and I absolutely love it. I think I will finish this in one day, and then second day, wait, let me mark so I don't mistake. Okay, we did 2. Now we're gonna go 2 up and to the side. So I will be doing it this like in one day. Definitely I can do this. And the second day I will do a back stitching, because it is lots of back stitching in here. And back stitching need a time to create. So I go up 2. Oh, where I am, okay, 1 to the side. Just gonna get to the other side a little bit to kind of finish this corner. See how sometimes it's hard to pull when it's close to like a whole bunch of threads in here, so of course this hole already more tight than the other, so that's why you kind of forcing your fingers to pull it. So it is you will get a little bit sore probably, but sometimes I have sore even if I do the regular cross stitching. If I work like with 3 threads, for example, on 11 count either, or 14 count, if some area really tight, and can create more like you need to force your hand. Okay, let's see, I have to mark it up. 2 and 2, and now two to the side, 2 to the side. We are going to this way. It is so fun to see how image appear. If you never try counted cross stitch, you really have to try it. I know printed image very like much easier because you don't have to count, you just look, and but there is a beauty of, you know, stitching and count and see how image slowly appear on your canvas. I love this moment. Okay, one more up. Okay, 2 to the side, 1 up, and then 1 more up in here. Okay, I'm really want to make sure I'm counting right. Just a minute. 1 2 3, 1 up, and then next to it. See, from this side. And I need 2 more up, and I will be going now half stitches because I need to go to the right side to finish this berry connect kind of colors in here and come back to make them full stitch so I can get close to this area back. So I have a 2 up, 1 next to it. Once you place few colors already, it's easy to kind of follow and see where you are, because you see in a pattern already. Okay, where trying to find a hole right in here. Okay, that was tight. My computer are running hard. I'm exporting video more than 1 hour long, and of course by the time you're watching this video, the video will be already live on my channel. Okay, are you even seeing it? Oh my goodness. Sorry, I forgot to pay attention to the camera. Yeah, it's kind of plastic. It's difficult for me to figure out better way to position kind of. Okay, now I'm just marking down. Be patient with me, because if I don't mark I will be mistaken. And now I need to do 3 of them on the top between dark one. Okay, here it is. So I'm now close to this point. I will be go from here and create my 3 stitches. Okay, I'm challenge you. If you don't stitch on a canvas, plastic canvas, please order one. It is fun. You know, I've been looking in on canvases from dollar store. Used to be you can buy them in a dollar store, but so far what I found, it's the plastic canvas that pretty much, I don't know, maybe like 9 count. It's really big squares, so I didn't buy those. Those are good to kind of stitch on the top with like a knitting threads that you make in scarves and hats. But where we go now? Okay, yeah, no, that one was too big. I want to find that is at least like a 14 count or even 11 count, but I did not find yet. So I'm just waiting patiently and see, maybe one day I will find it, or I'm actually kind of circling on AliExpress these days and see what I can buy up there. Some product for my beauty channel. I need few things for my nails, and just I have to check what's the empty canvas would be up there. But I just love this because kits it already everything in here, and threads and needles and design, so it's so convenient. Oh, so happy to see some berries start to shapen up. Look at that. Okay, where we are now. Okay, mark this down. Mark this down. Now we're going to the side. To the side. 1, 2, 3, 4. From 1 over. 1 over. Okay. Right there. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna go to the right a little bit again. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 next to it. Yeah, better count 2, 3 times, but make sure doing it right. Now we need one down, and 2 to the side. And see, we are perfectly line it up with our bottom line. Like in the same level. That's how I know I'm doing it right, so no mistakes. And now I will close this and go to my first position where I should be. Now please comment if you want me to do backstitching together with you after I finish the full design. If anybody would be interested to see, because when you're working with backstitch, that's when really the image will appear in all beauty, all the details. Because the leaves right now what we have in here, it's so kind of like you can't recognize what is what, especially if we will create the snail on a mushroom. We will not recognize him without backstitching. So backstitching in here very, very important. But never be afraid of it. You can do it. Okay, what we need now, 1, 2. 1, 2. My computer is slow. It's already once shut down video on me. I have to load second time. Still happening sometimes. Okay, 1, 2. Now 2 more to this side. Okay, let me find a hole. One more. Okay, mark it down. We did a big chunk in here together with you. So what's next? From here I have to go to let me find a point, 1, 2 and a third one. So in here, yes, in here. Oh, sorry. Okay, should I zoom out even more a little bit so I don't miss the... Okay, now 1 up. It's actually 2 up. Well, basically now we're going to stitch all this, so I don't have to count. All this white, it's going to be this color of blue. So good, see, now we don't have to count. we're just going to stitch, and that's it. Our blueberry. Oh, wild blueberry is so much tastier than the one you purchasing at the store. They are much juicier, and in Ukraine, from blueberry in the summer when we bring fresh berry home from the forest, from woods, we make like you put on a dish some berry, sugar coat them, and then you make a pierogi. When you boil them, as like a regular cheesy pierogi as you like to have in here, you boil them and then you pull them out from the water on a plate, sprinkle them with sugar a little bit on the top, and you serve them with sour cream. Oh, thread stuck to my finger, hold on, to my skin. And it's so delicious. So you probably can try to make them with the store-bought blueberries, same thing, but I don't know if that would be the same taste or not. But wild blueberry is really concentrated on a color, so when you eat them, ooh, your mouth, your tongue will be so purple, from blue turn into purple. So you're definitely gonna color yourself. With bush blueberry, you're pretty much safe. I'm actually thinking to plant one bush of the blueberry in my yard, somewhere in the backyard, see if it's going to grow or not. Okay, where we are, go from this side to close, and I'm just thinking, well, it's pretty much still thread some kind of left, so maybe I will go in here yet, and I'm going to right next to black one. It's in here, yes. Okay, let's do it. One, two, well, really to the top, you can't go anymore, and hopefully I will have enough of thread in here to close them all. The way I stitch, there's barely any thread could be left. Oh, almost losing my corners. And then needle here big. See, like now I'm kind of like, I will push my thread all the way in here, so that way link of the threads will be kind of longer to find a hole to finish. And I think I will finish in here, but I need one more cross right in here, and then, well, I don't think I can make it right now. I don't know. Should we try one? Let's try. Oh, that's the other way. Hold on, almost made a mistake. I'm gonna teach you how to do it, just for in case sometimes you stitching and you need like one only X created and you have not, you don't want to start new thread, so you basically making in here as close to your thread end as possible, and then you push your thread all the way to this part and try to find a hole. Can we make a one more to the other side? Ah, I missed it. Okay, so here's what I will do. Watch. I put my needle like this. Okay. Now I will find with the threader. Put my threads inside. Let me get them a little bit more straight. We will push them through. We will make them through, all done, like so, and I will push on another side. Okay, so now I have in here thread left. So what I will do now, without, this is just an extra tip if you really have to finish just a one stitch. So now I'm gonna wave my needle in here across. Hold on, let me show you what I'm doing in here. Like this, right? And now again I'm gonna try to push my threader in here and put my threads inside. Okay, not much you can see it, but I hope you will. I just need to get it. Okay, my puppy is getting loud because she was sleeping. Okay, am I even inside of the thing? Okay, can we do it together or not? Can see nothing. I cannot see nothing. Hold on. Daisy, hold on a sec. Okay, I know you're not gonna see much, but this is difficult, but it's possible. There. There, I got it through the needle. We fight hard for it, and now we're just going to pull it through this not very easy there, just like that, and then let it go, pull it, and then you cut this piece. That's it. See, this is our waist. Pretty good, right? Okay, so what we have now so far, here it is. We have a shape up berry already. All right, I will get back to you when I have a little bit more progress, because my puppy is getting a little bit loud now. All right, my friends, one more episode. I asked on Instagram if anybody would be interested to see how I do my backstitching, because without backstitching this image look really kind of blah with no definition and anything. So you can see I already outlined my first mushroom, the big one, and the rest I have no backstitching yet. So it's one berry got the center in it as black X. So we will do with you right now this snail. Look at this. If I can show you the snail, look on a picture in here on a booklet, you can see the creature, and on my cross stitching it looks like just a blob of colors. That's it. So we are going to create this creature and bring him to life today. So for that I have to figure out where I need to start. So in here I will show you a little bit trick first, not a trick but tip. For example, because this is partial and lots of area in here non-stitch, so if I go for those antenna of the snail in here and the two of them, I want to make sure my thread will not cross on the back of my thread in here somewhere, like from one to another, because you will see this thread from the back. Okay, see like the black line behind. So you have to make sure to point your thread that way that you're not gonna see passes through this side. It has to be go around the snail somewhere on the inside. If you went from here to here, make sure you go backwards to start your next antenna, not to go from one side to another and finish this way. It has to be finished like start and finish inside, so it doesn't go this way. How we will do that, if I can grab now my pattern in here and show you what we will work on. Okay, so here is our snail. I have to look first where to start so I can kind of continue because my thread will be longer. So after I finish the snail, I can go into my mushroom next, maybe from this side, maybe from this side. So I was even try to see if I can start from this antenna, go to the other one, then go to the snail, outline from here. We will go on a circle and finish here and go from here to here. Or we can start from here, go around as it goes, see, and then maybe in this some kind of point, actually when you go around you can stop right in here, do antenna, and then finish in here and continue around way. So there's many ways. So I don't know, we will start maybe we will start from this point right in here and we will go on a circle as it is, and then I will go from here this way, create snail in here, and then go to my mushrooms this way. But then I will have to probably break my, all depends how much thread will left. We might have to cut in here and reattach in here somewhere. So let's start, and I want to show you how I start because plastic is not the same. I will keep this paper close to me so I can see it. We have in 14 count we always backstitch in one thread, but because this is plastic we can't really start the same way as I would start on fabric, so it's a little bit more tricky. And I will secure my thread on the back. I'm just looking at right now my pattern, so I need to start somewhere 1 2, somewhere like right there, 1 2. Okay, I just will kind of point to the back where I need to be. You see this? Okay, let me just look through the magnifying glass so I can see well. Okay, so I found my spot where I will start. So I will go from this side, and lots of threads in here go around. So I will grab my few threads in here. Leave a little tail. You can hold it with the other hand so it doesn't slip away. Now I will stitch next to it one more time. and I will go under in this to kind of create my knot up there. So now my thread will be secure and not run out. You can do one more time if you want to. This is how I start on plastic. And of course this one you can just cut short if you don't need it. Where is my scissors? We can do this right now. We can snap this little tail a little bit shorter. We can fix it later on the end if we want to. Okay, so now I need to find exactly spot where I have to come out. So let me just double count. Okay, 1, 2 in the middle. So I need like 1, 2 in between them. I think it will be right in here. If I can show you one more time, this little 1, 2, 1, 2, and in the middle we're going after this one. Just make sure, you know, you can count many times as you want. Just make sure you're doing the right thing. Okay, so there you go. Backstitch, many of you hesitant to do a backstitch. It's really actually fun. So you just follow pattern, okay? And let me show you again in here. Here's where our needle came out. I will go from the top, stitch 1 down. From under the canvas I will go from here to go backwards and then go again. It's like 1 step forward, 1 step back. So it's hard to explain. Let's just probably watch instead, and I will try my best to get into the camera. Okay, we're making our first stitch down. There. Now I will go next to it. Okay, yeah, that's the one. See? Where is my extra needle to show you? Okay, just make sure. Okay, we just got from here down. Now next to it, we're going coming out and go to the place that we put our first. Now make sure it's don't tinkle. Now we're gonna connect them together. First line, see? There. Not much visible right now, but we will get there. Now we're looking at pattern, we're looking. Now we need to go 1 up. So again, I go to the same hole that I just came out first time. See, from this one we came out and stitch in here. Now we go back to the same hole and we'll stitch up. And we need 1 up. Okay, I hope you can see it. Now we have to have a 1 up and an angle So we went in here. Now we need to go an angle. So from here across, like you would do a half stitch. Now we'll come out from this corner in here. And go back to the same place that I finish, which is backwards. There, we got few lines already. Now 1 flat. We go to the point corner that we did our half stitch kinda. Coming out from the top, we go 1 over in a straight line. We are working right now in here. See, we went 1 up on an angle. Now we did 1, we are going to do this one straight line, and then we go in again on an angle and 1 straight and finish here. Okay, so there, 1 on the top. Now to do our angle, I have to find my way from here to here, so I need to find a hole on the back right there. It's actually really fun to do back stitching. Go back to the point to connect our lines there. Now we go back into this one and go down. And I hope you can see well. I'm trying my best. Okay, let me check my pattern here. Yeah, we go 1 more down now. Okay, 1 down. And then we need to go on an angle straight to 1, 2. From here to where? Just a minute. By the first one. So now we need to go from the angle from this one to the first one line right in here. So we finish where? On the top or on the bottom? Can't remember now. On the bottom, I think. So we're going to go double. Oh. I can't remember. Hold on. If you can't remember from which hole you came out, you just pull your back stitch thread up a little bit. If I can. And just watch where it's gonna tight. Okay, so from down. Alright. Trying to find a hole from underneath. Oh, just a minute. Under 1, 2, 3, under 1, 2, 3, under. Okay, so from here I will connect my snail in here. Like that. See, we already created a little bit first zigzag. Now after this I go flat go back where we started this. One over. And I need to get to the corner right in here. There's 1, 2 brown stitches I need between them. Okay, so I go there. And back. So always when you come out, you go back into the same point and keep continue. So now we will outline our snail around. So from this point we will go, okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. So the top 1, 2, we will have to go all the way in here. If you have a big section, you can split on a shorter. For example, we will need to create this line right in here. You can make it 2 stitches if it's too big for your line, but I will go for it. There, and go back into this point right there. Okay, next line will go across this stitch, so we go right into the point because we need to turn, make a shape, and then 2 stitches. Just keep going and going. You just have to really follow pattern. And bring our snail to life. There, see, we already see some shape of it coming out again. Okay, now we have to go one on an angle. Okay, so we have to go like this, one on an angle, basically outlining what we stitched before. Okay, I did not do an angle, I went straight down. See, I did a mistake. I'm supposed to stitch not there, so we will fix it. We'll fix it. Okay, double check. Okay, yes, this way. Okay, now it's right. Oh, I just hear the geese flying by screaming. Okay, let's see, because I need to go now. Just want to make sure I'm doing it right. We just did this line, so now I have to go between those points in the middle and here, so wherever I have one stitch sticking out, and that's where we are. Go in the middle of that. Go back and coming out from same that we did before. There, see our snails coming out, it's coming out. Now what I need to do in here, I have to see, I still have to go around right in here. Right now we are in here, so maybe I will make a one down. Yeah, I think I will go and close in here. Okay, so we're gonna go around this way and then jump to this line and go back. Okay, just so you know what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going one down because we need to make a one flat point, one down, and then an angle, an angle. I think it's in here. Yeah, right in here. You see that? We go backwards. Okay, I'm still thinking if I should make those points right now or not. No, it's okay. We're gonna go continue. Okay, so now one an angle. We did one an angle. I'm sorry if I'm too slow for you, but you can't really rush in here. You really have to count, otherwise your backstitching will be not proper. Okay, now I will go, just a minute, I'm just looking right now on my pattern, between too bright, so this one might too bright, that's where I need to coming out from. I guess from here, because this will create the bottom of the snail, and we're going to do right in here like this. There we are creating his body, and here is we have 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to be go straight line in here. I will separate by creating one shorter, so it's not so long a line in here, and I show you what I mean. Like in here, see this long line right in here. I will split this and make it 1 from here and then go 2, so it's not 3. And I can't believe my camera already will stop. We're already in 23 minutes. Like when the time go? I was hoping we will create our snail. I guess I explained in too long. We are going to create his antennas right now, but let me restart my. Okay, so here we are. I did this line. See this line I created? And then I step in here, and I will not go backwards this way. From here I will create this antenna, so I will stitch once under canvas, come out back, so it's a short stitch for me, and then I will close in here and go from here backwards to get to this point. That way in here I will not have a thread. So let's try what I'm trying to show you. We will see this now in action. I pull this out, and my antenna have to go next to like this, I think. Let me just double check. My antenna have to finish in here like this. So actually I might well do just straight line, so it's not broken line, because this is not very long line. So let's see, just like that, and I go back in the bottom, connect in here to create snail's head. And now my second antenna will have to go 1, 2 straight in an angle. So I will do what I will do. I will go first like this way out, and then I go back to bring my thread to the center of my design, there, so that way I don't have a thread in here. And then from here we will be going to outlining our mushroom, and I think that's where we're going to start now. Go into the bottom and create. We have to go this way, there. I hope I'm on the camera yet. Okay. And this is really easy now. There. See, we rounding up our mushroom to this video probably will be very long, but I hope we'll answer some of your questions. Now for they ask me how to do the French knot. This video already will be too long. If you don't mind, I will show that in separate video. Okay, and I thank for asking. You know who you are. Okay, so I will continue and stitch the whole thing and then show you how it's done. But look at it now. Now we have a snail. And to show you the picture, now two of them together, you see the difference now, right? Now it looks good. Okay, so that's the magic of the backstitching. Alright, I will be back to you when I stitch all the way around. There's a berry left and this mushroom I need to finish. Here it is. It's completed. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Now we can see the snail, the shape of the mushrooms, and actually berry. I think it looks amazing. I love it so much that I actually started already another one. And yes, this is my girlfriend, a nighttime owl. So I started one more already, and that's so far. You can see through how much I stitch, and that will be this one, red mushroom. I love it so much. So this is next on my list. Now I will probably not going to cut yet around as it's supposed to be. I want to see if I will come up with something different. So I'm not sure yet what kind of project I will end up with, but for now I will keep them like this in a square canvas till I finish all 4 of them, and after that I will see if I will follow the instruction how it's supposed to be, or I will create something different from it. But for now I love it. Look, my little stitches in here, not bad. Not bad. And all this mess I can show you back what I have on the back, which we'll not see when we cover with the felt, but we don't have to see the other side. We can see this one, and it's pretty. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow.